So, déjame ver tan amarillo que digamos. Déjame ver tan amarillo que digamos. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome to an impressive chat with me, JC Ashante, your National Beauty Empress. We're gonna make some time so we can get some viewers in, and then we can invite our special guest of tonight. Yes. How's everybody doing today? If you guys for me or special guest today, feel free to drop them in the comments and I will try to read as many as I can. In the meantime, please don't be a stranger. Give us a share, give us a like, give us a follow. Tell your friends, tell your sisters, your brothers, your drag family that we are talking about impressive things here at National Beauty Empress. So join us, give us a share, and invite people to come to hear what we have to say. Hello, everyone. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Let me see. I'm gonna pull the comments here. Hello, Michelle. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to an impressive chat with me, GC Ashante, your National Beauty Empress, when we are going to talk about many interesting and hairy things, as well as get to know our beautiful queens that competed with me at National Beauty Empress pageant this past summer. So share the live, share with your friends, your family, your gay sisters. Share that with everyone, and let's make some time until we can get some viewers in, and we can talk with my beautiful, bearded Northeast sister, Miss Miliana Denials. In the meantime, cheers, everyone. If you guys want to have a conversation with me, ask me some questions in the meantime. Welcome, welcome. Please give us a follow. In the meantime, I'm gonna see if I can, do some shares through all the pages. So just give me a second. Let's talk some shit, everyone. Come on, how's everybody doing today? Thank you for joining in, Uriel Boncello and Michelle. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for everyone who has just joined us. I would like to say welcome to my beautiful sister, Miss Inertia. Welcome, welcome. Please give it a share. Please give it a like, comment, and subscribe so the algorithm picks it up and more people know about us and more people can hear what we have to say about National Beauty Empress and the wonderful people behind it. So give us a share, give us a like. Thank you so much, Michelle. I try my best. I try to stay cute, see a little, just a little bit. Thank you very much for sharing, Joey. I appreciate that very much, my beautiful sister. Thank you so much. Are you guys ready for having to have an impressive chat? We have a very, very special guest today. Today we are going to be interviewing my beautiful sister Miliana. She is the current National Northeast Bearded Queen 2024. And let me tell you something about this specific person. I have such an admiration for her. I met her for the first time when we competed together for national Northeast Beauty Queen, and she beat me. I got first runner up, and it was a very interesting experience. Throughout the whole experience, I got to know her a little bit more, and I got to see the kind of person that she is. And when I tell you that she is an amazing human person, a true sister, and someone who always gives without asking back, that is the definition of sisterhood. And I'm so grateful that she agreed to be part of this little crazy idea of mine, and hopefully you guys can fall in love with her as much as I did, and we get to talk to her a little bit more personal, in just a little bit more. So give us a few more shares and likes, just comments so the algorithm picks it up, and bear with me for a few minutes while we get my sister on the line. But in the meantime, do you guys have any questions? Is there anything that you would like to know? Is there anything that you would like me to tell you? Ask me away. She is absolutely a sister, truly, Michelle. Absolutely. So you guys give a few hearts, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, give it a little smiley face. Even if you have something nasty to comment, just put it in there. Listen, the algorithm picks up everything, and I'm not mad about it. I ain't mad about it. So I hope everyone is having an amazing time. I hope that everyone had an amazing Thanksgiving. I know I did. I ate like a pig, and the corset does not fit me. I had to tell my husband to pulling extra hard today. But you know what? We made it happen, and we made our clothing close today. Listen, Michelle, the hardest part of it is trying to stay that way. Because you can get to be beautiful, but it's keeping it. That's what's the hardest part. If you guys, we have a very a Spanish speaker today, so we're gonna be speaking a little bit of Spanglish, so you guys, kind of get the vibe of it, because we are two Latinas who are ready to just give it out in a very spicy way. So I hope you guys are ready. Ooh, that's a great question for me. Is there anything that you will have changed at Nationals, either your package? Hmm. To be quite honest, if there is one thing that I would have changed about my package, it was probably my interview outfit. I felt like my interview outfit was a little lacking, and that wasn't because I didn't prepare it, but it was because I left the suit bag in my house, the one that I was supposed to wear, and I only brought it back up. But if I would have changed one thing in my package for nationals, it definitely would have been my original choice for my interview suit because I loved it. But hopefully, I'll get to use it in a different occasion or at registrations for next year's at nationals. It is a good question. I'm very proud of everything that I presented at nationals. I feel like it was a true statement of who I am as an artist from the beginning until the end, from my presentation to how I'm mostly being seen as, having this idea of being evil, being the evil queen or the villain of someone else's story. And it's not about being bad or being a villain. It's about wanting something so bad that you just give it all you got. And people feel threatened when you don't give them the attention that they want and you focus on you. They don't like that. So I owned everything that I did. My fashion, my avant-garde. Oh, I've always wanted to do a look like that, and I felt like this was the perfect opportunity because the category allowed me to express myself in a fashion manner while still have some creativity to it. So I feel like that was something I would not have changed. And my talent, actually, that was not the talent that I was going to do originally, but because I wanted to stay true to myself, I was like, I need to do something that speaks about me. I like to be creative. I like makeup. I like ideas. So I decided to change it for my Powerpuff Girls. What is it? What? Let me see what you're saying, Miss Inertia. Cause Mama, I didn't see one imperfection just done in the whole way through. Shut up and say, well, it's been inertia. You know what? Thank you. I appreciate that you saw all the effort and the hard work that me and my husband put throughout my package. Very, very grateful that everyone was able to see and witness what I wanted you guys to feel and witness. So I'm very, very thankful that I was able to, you know, put that creativity and that visuals out there for you guys to enjoy. We're gonna wait 4 more minutes, and in 4 minutes, we're gonna bring in my beautiful sister, Miss Miliana. So if you guys have any other questions for me, or you guys want anything to know about me, just ask away. I'm an open book, not an open library, but I am an open book. Thank you for joining us, Miss Labushin Zaidi. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here. Please don't forget to give it a share, to give it a like, give it a follow, leave a few comments below, and let's have an impressive night. Are you guys having a good time so far? Did you guys had a great weekend? Tell me, talk to me. Tell me what is going on out there. Help me loosen up, get in the character. We want to make sure that we're having a great time today and we're going to stay fierce. You know what? I heard about what you posted and everything that you said in your shop, but listen, next time hit me up. I'm open for commissions. I may you've seen my work. I don't think I need to tell you more, and just hit me up. Ooh, Tito's or poppers? I prefer poppers because I don't drink liquor. So and poppers, who doesn't like poppers? That's bullshit, baby. Okay. I can listen if when I because I'm not saying that I never drank, but one thing that I hated when I drink is vodka. I hate vodka. People say that vodka doesn't have a taste. It does have a very strong ass taste, and I fucking hate it. Ooh, I definitely prefer jungle juice. I like to feel like I'm in the wild. Like I'm like a little gazelle ready to be eaten and devoured alive. Wink, wink. All right, my loves. Are we guys ready? Are we ready? Okay. If you guys are ready for my next entertainer and guest and superstar, come on, give me a whole bunch of hearts. Give my sister hearts and likes and whatever you guys want to put in there. They are free. We are not charging for them. So you might as well just go like this in the button. Just go like this. Just go like this. Wow. Animal, animal, animal. Oh, I love that song. All right, guys. So please, 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 please help me welcome to the platform, to the live, to the medias, the beautiful, the one, the only, the bearded body Latina Puerto Rican goddess of the tri-state area, my sister, Miss National Northeast Bearded Queen 2024, Miss Miliana Denial. One second. All right. And here we go.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Mrs. Stella Mans. Stella Mans. Hi. Can you hear me, Miliana?
Yes, I can now.
I feel like she's frozen. I don't know if her in. Okay. I think the internet froze for just a little bit. Um, Hello, everyone. Please help me welcome the wonderful Miliana Denial. So, Miliana, how about you introduce yourself?
Hello, everybody. My name is Miliana Denial. I am 31 years of age, and I am reside in Lebanon, Pennsylvania. Ding.
All right. So, it looks like we are still having some connectivity issues. Miliana, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So how about let's dig into the conversation because I want us to have the opportunity to get to know you a little bit more. Your boy name is Elvin Morales, and you are from Manatí, Puerto Rico. Is that correct?
Correcto.
All right. Now, can you tell me something a little bit about Manatí, Puerto Rico? What is your favorite memory of Puerto Rico?
So that's where the hospital is. I'm actually from Vega Baja. It's just like 20 minutes, around 20 minutes from Manatee, but that's the closest hospital that we had in Manatee. Um, what I love about where I was raised and born is the beach. We were literally like maybe 10 minutes away from the beach. So I used to go there every day. So it brings back beautiful memories every time I go and visit.
Don't you miss being in the beach and just going at the night and feeling the breeze without feeling all this cold?
Yeah, I wish I was there right now.
It
Getting
looks
into
like we still have a little bit of a lag, but we're gonna make it work. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me well. All right. So how about we start a little bit with this conversation? I really want us to have the time and the opportunity to get to know you a little bit more. So can you start by telling me what does bearded drag mean to you?
um, bearded drag means to be the opportunity for us to represent ourselves. Drag media has been in the world for a long period of time. We have so many different styles of drag, but I feel like the media focuses more on the other side of drag, which is like the pretty. Um, and I mean, it's good to be pretty, but we're also pretty in our own way. We're also talented in our own way. I mean, look at you yourself. You have been fierce since you before you won the crown till you won the crown, and you have represented bearded Empress in a beautiful way. And I am so proud of seeing you blossom into this beautiful person who you are and letting people see who you are.
Thank you very much for those beautiful words. I honestly think you are so beautiful. I feel like beauty is not determined by a shaved face or a hairy face. I feel like beauty comes from within, and it also helps when we are artistic people that we see the beauty and we want to put it out there in this physical form. And I think that you are an absolutely beautiful person, and I am so proud to call you my sister. I really am happy that I have met you and that we are part of this journey together. So that makes me very, very proud, especially as a Latina sister. That makes me extremely proud.
Claro que sí.
Now, let me ask you, do you prefer to speak Spanish or English?
Honestly, I don't care. I speak both. Usually, when I'm with my family, we don't realize we talk Spanish, and then when we're in front of people, we talk Spanglish. It's just something like we're accustomed to. So I apologize in advance if I start speaking Spanish.
Okay. I just picked up a great question from Michelle. She wanted to ask you that as a how do you feel about your representation in this form of art?
My presentation? What was the question again?
Your representation, like how do you feel about your Latin representation in this art form?
Um, well, where I am here in Pennsylvania, we don't really have that much. Well, the central PA part of it, we don't have a lot of bearded. So I'm always honored to represent my culture, um, because I feel like it's part of who I am as a um, person, as an entertainer. I am very proud of who I am, and representing myself and my culture is what I want to strive for. Sometimes when we come, sometimes it's hard. I know when I started, it was hard because I wanted to please the people. So I try to hide away from bringing my heritage and my Spanish. But I learned that people will love you for who you are and what you bring. So I am proud to be Puerto Rican. I am proud to represent my culture loud and proud.
Like I feel like you're represented very beautifully because at nationals for your talent, if I'm not mistaken, you did a cultural Puerto Rican dance, correct?
Exacto,
Can you
sí.
tell me a little bit more about what you presented to us at nationals?
So I represented Bombay Plena. Bombay Plena is something that goes back to the beginning of Puerto Rico where we used to have slaves. So Bombay Plena was created by the slaves, the African American and the Native American slaves, and this was a form of communication between themselves. They have many different ways of communicating. Bombay Plena was one of them. They also, the way they style their hair and they braid it, it would tell a story and it would tell them little messages that they didn't want the outside and the people who were slaving them to know. So Bombay Plena was a dance form that created for them to praise who they are and be proud of who they are and not be afraid of what the oppression was at that time.
Wow, that's very beautiful. And I feel like it's very important for us to be able to showcase who we are and especially where we come from in our art and for people to enjoy it, and especially for people who doesn't know anything about your culture, they have the opportunity to learn something new. And I think that's very beautiful. So let me ask you, you started drag 10 years ago in 2014. How has your drag evolved from the beginning until now?
I think I'm more confident of who I am. At the beginning, when I started doing drag, like I said, we are very short in the style of bearded drag over here when I started. So when I started, I was like maybe the first or the second person utilizing beard. So it was a struggle because people didn't understand, why don't you just shave it off and why don't you just be like everybody else? But I didn't want to be like everybody else. I wanted to be myself and represent myself and my art. So I feel like from the beginning, from 2014 till now, I have grown so much um, in my style and who I am, and the confidence that I have built myself from 2014 till now. It's incredible.
Did you always start as a bearded drag, or were you clean face at some point?
When I competed, I would have to, because we didn't have I was so afraid of representing with a beard that I would shave it off. But then after the first time that I shaved it off, I was like, I'm just gonna be myself. So it was only one time that I shaved off my beard, and ever since I started, I've been with my beard.
Now let me ask you, how did you get started in drag? What is it that drove you into wanting to get in heels?
Um, I wanted to find myself. So for me, drag was about finding myself and getting to know who I am. Um, I am blessed to have a family that's very open and very loving for who I am, but I also needed to find who Elvin is and who I wanted to become. Drag race is a big part of also me starting because I seen what they did and I wanted to feel as confident as they did. I wanted to be as beautiful as they did. So when I started back in 2014, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to strive. I wanted to feel beautiful. I wanted to find myself, and drag actually helped me find myself and elevate myself to be able to say, I love who I am, flaws and all.
That's very powerful because drag does have the power to change lives. Some people think that it's just a cliche, but it really is not. Sometimes we just need that light, that little bit of hope to get us through the darkest times of our lives. And for many of us, it's drag. For many people, it's painting. But at the end of the day, it's an escape from the emotions, from the pain, from the joy, from all the different life experiences, and we are able to just focus that into something physical and beautiful as it is being a drag queen. Because whether people like it or not, we are drag queens. And I'm really, really happy to hear that you find so much beauty and all these great memories in drag and being a drag performer, but I also want you to tell me what has been the biggest
Se fue la pregunta.
se fue, mi amor.
Sí, ahora te escucho.
Te pregunté que cuál ha sido your biggest challenge. What has been your biggest challenge as a drag queen or as a bearded drag queen?
I think at the beginning of my journey, it was the acceptance from the people. Even though I want to be myself and represent myself, the audience is also part of how we become who we are. So feeling accepted at that in 2014, it was my main point. A lot of people didn't understand it. A lot of people didn't like it. A lot of so for me, like that was the main thing, making sure that the audience understood who I am, not because of how I look, but because of what I can express in a song, in a ballad, in a dancing song. I wanted them to focus in the talent, not who I am and who I present myself.
That makes sense. Now let me ask you, since you have, used drag as a way to help you with accepting beauty, accepting yourself, how has someone that has come from struggling through acceptance and self-esteem, how do you overcome all of that as a person? Can you tell me a little bit more about the struggles that you have faced?
Um, so having struggles is very hard. For me, drag was not only me representing myself; it was also me finding the strength to overcome stuff. Um, for myself, and I started in 2014. I wanted to represent who I am, and I fought for making sure that people understood and that bearded drag is valid. And I also drag has also helped me with my personal life because I had like back in 2019 I faced so much struggles and I didn't know how to deal with it. But every time I became Miliana, I felt the love from the people, the acceptance from the people. So I started using Miliana to help me overcome the struggles that I was going and facing back in 2019. Um, from depression, from heartbreak, um, from losing the foster kid that I had at the time and having to deal with that, to then also finding out that I contracted HIV without even knowing how. So I turned to Miliana to be the strength that I needed to overcome this. It was very difficult, but I am who I am today, and I am standing here today because I opened myself and I learned from my mistakes and what is going on, and I didn't let those define who I am. I define myself. The pain and the struggles do not define who I am.
That's beautiful to hear, and I'm very, very happy that you're able to overcome all these very harsh life obstacles. Can you tell me a little bit more? What was it like finding out that you were HIV positive, and how did you handle that?
Um, so usually, how usually when you find out, it's only you find out that you have HIV. For me, it was a lot harder because I was just dealing with the heartbreak. Then just a week after that, I was losing the foster kid, and then just a week after that, to find out that I am HIV positive. Like, it was hard for me. It was harder because it was one thing after the other. Um, it was a very dark moment when I found out. I I used to weigh 340, and from 340 in a week, I went down to 188 because I took it very hard for myself, because I didn't know how to. Even though we had the
Wow,
information, I wasn't paying attention to the information. I wasn't paying attention to the preps and all that information. That's why I use drag now, to make sure that people know that there's different things that you can take. There's different persons that you can call, and different places that you can find information. So finding out, that was a big struggle. And I'm sorry, I'm pouting. I'm not gonna cry. It was hard, and mostly because I
it's
feel like
okay, baby.
I was not, like, I was gonna bring shame to my family, but not only my family, but to the drag community. Because a lot of people think just because you're gay and you're like, they already automatically think, oh, you guys are the ones with HIV. HIV is for everybody, man to man, woman to woman, man to woman. It's everywhere. Um, but the stigma that we have, that, oh, you guys are the ones that spread the HIV. When I found out, that's how I felt. I felt like I was bringing a shame not only to myself, my family, and my drag family, um, which it was a little hard. But I find out it's okay. Everybody deals with that, in many different ways, and I had to learn how to do it because I went to a very dark place where I wanted to take my life away. And the sad part about it is, like I will be everywhere and I will find a way on how to like end my life. So it was a little difficult because everywhere that I go, I my mind would take me to, this is the way that you can do it. This is the way that you can end your life. So everybody will be happy. But that's not true. Like, sorry, we in the moment that we're feeling down, it's very hard to listen to the voices from that are breaking you down. But you have family, you have friends, and even though you don't have a like your family doesn't accept you, you have a drag family. M- Make sure that you speak what you're feeling, because this will help you overcome it. Don't keep everything to yourself, because there's this will this will hurt you, and I don't want people to feel like what I felt. I don't want people to have to go through what I went through, because I know how hard it is. But for the people who are dealing with it, know that there's a brighter tomorrow and many beautiful blessings will come. You just have to speak on it and make sure that you have a support system to help you guide this dark moment. Ooh.
Wow. Thank you so very much for opening up to me, opening up to us, and letting us in into this very intimate part of life. I feel like what this demonstrates is how strong, how beautiful, how resilient you are as a human being, as a person, as a member of our community. And I want you to understand that you're never alone, that at least in me, you always have someone that you can count on. I know that we're not the best friends, but if you ever need to feel that you want to speak to somebody and just want to be heard, please know. And for anyone out there that's listening, my inbox is always open. I'm always there to just listen to you, because sometimes we just need to be heard. And I thank you. I really thank you from the bottom of my heart for that. And since we are getting to know you a little bit more, I myself do consider you to be, but let me ask you, do you consider yourself to be brave?
I think I am, even though I don't see myself as brave, but I think the circumstances in my life do show that I am brave. Um, I always try to be mellow, so I always feel like I'm in the back. I'm like, yeah, hi, but I am brave. Like everybody's brave. We are brave in our own way.
That's good. I do think you're an extremely brave person, and I need you to know that and believe that for yourself as well. So,
Thank you.
since we dig in a little bit deep into who you are as a person, let's talk about Miliana for a change of mood. Can you tell me, what do we expect as an audience when we go to a Miliana denial show?
You have to expect the unexpected. I I could be a very strong ballad person. I will give you emotion. I could give you camp. Um, I can go dancing and twirling around. Um, but the most part that can know about a Miliana show is that the audience will be part of my number. It doesn't matter which one it is. You always have to be prepared because you don't know who I'm gonna pick. But I will pick a random person from the audience and make it part of my number. I love. I
Oh,
love.
so you wanna include a non-paid backup dancer, right?
No, I feel like, and I always say people go to shows to release and decompress. So I feel like why not? What better way than to be part of a show that you're paying to go and see? So I would take them. We will twerk down. I would sit on their lap. If they're on their phone, I will take your phone. But I will make sure that anybody in the audience
Aren't you scared that's considered harassment for someone?
is not considered
Wouldn't you
harassment.
ever be scared that someone will take it as that?
Well, everybody that goes to a show knows that you're gonna go and see a drag queen. So if you're in your phone, you're giving us open book so us can take your video and then record myself and then start talking to the person that you're video chatting.
Listen, they are there to see you and nobody else. And if they don't know it, they will learn that day. And that
Yeah.
day, they will go home with a lesson learned.
It's a disclaimer. It's just a really
Do
tiny
you,
note.
Baby, they're gonna put that note in their phone real quick. So before they go to the next show, they'll be like, "Let me check my notes real quick." Oh, yeah, that's right. I gotta pay attention. Since we're paying attention, let me ask you: do you consider yourself to be an artist, or do you consider yourself to be an entertainer?
I think I'm more of an entertainer. I know drag can be both. So depending on the circumstance, we can be both. But I consider myself more of an entertainer. Like I like to entertain the people. Like I said, I like to include them in my numbers. I like, depending on the mood, I like to show emotion and bring all the emotions that we have at the time, so they can know, so the audience can feel what I am feeling at the time.
Okay. So if you're feeling really crazy with the poppers that night, are you gonna share it with the audience?
Absolutely, I'll take it. I'll give them a little sniff, 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 sniff. Sharing is caring.
That is good. Next time we do share a stage and you have poppers near you, let me know time in advance so I can run away from you because I will not be doing poppers in dragon heels, honey. That's a recipe for me to kiss the floor. Mm-mm. It's not happening. Not at all. So, Miliana, what inspires you, or do you have someone that inspires you?
um, the most inspirational person that I have and I always had is my mom. Um, my mom has been my number one fan from the beginning. She has been there every step of the way. Um, Also, my grandma. My grandma has been the when I started back in 2014. She was the one that would give me money to buy outfits. She would go with me to the wig stores, and she would buy my wigs. So them two are the persons that I look up to, and I hold very dear to my heart. Um,
Okay, that's beautiful. I feel like, at the end of the day, women are who we get inspired from, and who better for you to get inspired than by the women that love you and that have been there for you. And I feel like that's a beautiful thing. And talking about someone being there, what advice do you give or would you give to somebody who just wants to get started in drag now?
I will say go for it. If it's something that your heart is telling you to do, go for it. There's no right, there's no wrong. When you go and try drag, you will find out if it's something that you really want to pursue, or if something that I did it and now I don't feel comfortable, so I will just go back. So go ahead. The world needs more drag. Go and try it. Don't be afraid to suppress who you feel or the emotions that you're feeling. Go and show the world.
That's good. That's good. Now, can you think of three words to describe Emiliana? Just three words.
Um, I would say empowering, helpful, and loving.
Definitely. Well, I think those are very three powerful and true statements of who you are. I will never forget how you were able to help me at nationals and solve a last minute issue because my petticoat broke. That my helper was getting me putting it together and he broke the piping. And for my avant-garde, I was fucked because I did not have a petticoat to open up the dress, and I was like, Miliana, can I borrow your petticoat that you use for presentation? And you didn't have to say yes because we were competing against each other. You could have been like, you know what, honey, go scratch your back on your own, but you did not. You didn't care, and you were like, go ahead, use whatever you need, and you lended me that. And to be quite honest, I will never forget that because you didn't have to do that, and that
I
meant
mean,
a lot to me. To me, that said a lot about you as a person.
when
So thank
you're
you.
competing for yourself. So I feel like if somebody needs something that I have, go ahead and have it. Like, this is not gonna make or break me. So as long as I represent myself and the package that I want, that's all it takes. If somebody needs a help, go ahead. Do I have it? Here you go. Have it.
That's beautiful. And that's the kind of sisterhood that we don't have anymore. Everyone is out to get everyone nowadays. Not everywhere, but the majority, especially within the drag community, is very feisty. It's very, I own this spot, I own this venue, I own this gig, and they are willing to kill for it, you know? I enjoy being and taking things seriously, but I also enjoy being able to still have fun out there, to still being able to have a good relation with people, to still be able to kind of like create that, you know what, I got your back, you got mine if I need it. I feel like that's something that we have left in the early 2000s because I remember being in the gay scene at the beginning, and it was a lot like that. It was about like, you know what, my friends are dancers. We got a number, girl. Let's put it together. We gotta put this together. Like, girl, she knows makeup. She can get you makeup. I know hair. I know how to make costumes. And we will work together for a common goal. Nowadays, it's all about the money. It's all about what are you doing for me? Like I feel like we forgot that part of drag, that sisterhood that united us. Let me ask you, how was your experience competing for National Northeast Beauty Queen?
I was very nervous. Um, I was nervous, but I was excited. I was very nervous because I was going to compete against you. I'm not going to lie. I seen your work. I have followed you. I seen you outside of drag and how do you perform. So I know what you were bringing, and I was like, oh shit, like I cannot compete against her. I
Pero te funcionó. It worked. It worked.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I hold you to a very high like standard because I seen your work. I seen who you are. I followed you, and I cheered for you when you were in La Drag Queen Soy Yo because you were representing Bearded. You were
Thank
representing
you.
yourself. So I was so excited to find out that I was gonna meet you in person, but then I was shedding my pants because I was gonna compete against you, and I know what you can bring, and I know how you present yourself. But it was a fun experience.
What was it like for you when they announced the winners and you were crowned as the winner?
I was scared, and I didn't know if it was true because I like like we were all
I'm
like
gonna
I was holding you up like you know what, I'm gonna probably be the first or second alternate, and that's okay. Like in my mind, since I hold you so high, I was like she killed in everything. So I'm just gonna be myself, and then when they announced you as the first alternate, I was like, what's that? Huh? And then when they said my name, I was excited, obviously, because the hard work that I put up was paid off. But I was like, is this like, am I being joked? Like, where's the cameras at?
no, mommy. I think you definitely slayed. You know what? That just comes to show you that everyone is beatable. It doesn't matter who it is. And sometimes we have good days, we have bad days, you know? And definitely that wasn't for me. But it was definitely the ticket that I needed to get to my final goal, you know? And I'm very happy that I was able to obtain that and prepared though. But I'm gonna be very honest. I myself did not take it very well. I was bitter. And you know what? I'm not afraid to admit it because I feel like that experience helped me grow and help me see and kind of like put me like in my place in a way to be like, okay, girl, now you can't just you lay down there and not try. You actually have to go and try, you know? And it pushed me to be like, I am not going through this. I had a fire under me throughout the whole time that you have no idea. And honestly, that fire came from being bitter, and I'm not gonna deny it. I mean, I am a human being. I have feelings, you know. And just like you did, you work hard for that. I worked hard for it. You know, I wanted it too. I wanted to be able and represent myself and represent my area, and I wanted it just as bad. And at that moment, I was like, okay, is somebody putting a prank on me? I was like, where is the camera? Wait, who's telling the joke? Are they gonna say, nah, is this a Steve Harvey situation? But after a couple of days, I think I told you that day, I'm like, I ain't going through this shit. I'm not doing that. Good luck at nationals. Remember?
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? No. I got my pass, which is what I needed. I needed my ticket to go to nationals. And all I need to do right now is take notes of what I didn't do so great today to improve and be better tomorrow. Prepare, because to be quite honest, I did not prepare for the preliminary. I started getting ready the Monday of the competition, and I literally did my entire package in like 4 or 5 days. So I was like, and I didn't even get to rehearse my talent because the person that I rehearsed it with decided last minute not to show up. So the person that I did my talent with, it was a friend of a friend that I have never met. And he called him, he's like, I'm with a friend, he wants to make $100. Here, just bring him over and I'm gonna throw him in my talent, I'll tell him what to do, and we call it a day. So congratulations, because you definitely slayed. And I'm so happy that the representation still stayed within a Latina, a fellow sister Latina. So that to me was a win-win situation. Now let me ask you, do you know what Kai Kai means?
No,
Do you not know what Kai Kai means?
no, I don't.
Oh, she was innocent. She thinks she's innocent. All right, so let me explain to you. So Kai Kai is when you have a drag queen, and then you have another drag queen, and two drag queens, they start going like this, or sometimes like this, or sometimes they go the other way around. So that's what Kai Kai is. Now let me ask you, do you Kai Kai? Do
No,
you Kai Kai, Miss Miliana?
I have not had the pleasure to kai kai, but
Are you
if
single or are you married?
I am single, ready to mingle, I like long walks on the beach, fried chicken, and big mandingos.
Ooh, ooh. So for everyone out there, if you want a beautiful bearded sister with all the Latin spice, hit her up at 1-800 Chocho Caliente, ready to go. Once again, 1-800 Chocho Caliente, ready to go. And since we are gonna go to nationals, let me ask you something. As a queen that qualified and you are a crown queen, you have the opportunity to come back to nationals. Is that something that's in your plans or within your future?
I would have to think about it. I would love to have the experience again, but I will also like whoever I give the crown to have the opportunity. Um, so who knows? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know what the future holds, but
Well,
it
I
will.
would like to openly extend to you the invitation to come back. I would love to see you. I would love to see you put together another Latin number. And let me tell you something, honey. We are not competing anymore. So if you need help, give me a holler. I help you. I help every single contestant. I want to make sure that all of you guys have the best chance to experience what it's like to be an Empress. Because when I tell you it's fabulous, it's fabulous. I love it. Now, let me ask you, what message do you have that you want to share and leave behind as an artist, as a drag entertainer, as a drag artist?
I would say that we belong, we are here, we are queer, and we have such a bright future ahead of us. Um, don't let anybody, don't let any politics, anything hold you back. We are human beings. Our ancestors has been here prior to us fighting for our rights. So it's time for us to continue to fight and keep moving forward for a beautiful future full of glitter.
Especially glitter and rhinestones. There's nothing better and brighter. All right, Miss Miliana. So we're almost at the end of tonight, but before we go, I do want to, ask a few more things, and I want you to show us a little bit more about you. Can you tell us or me We won't tell anyone. This is a secret between you and I. But what is a hidden talent that you haven't shown anybody? And can you show it to us right now?
Hidden talent. I cannot show it because I can make objects disappear. Um, but with this skirt,
Ooh, we love magic. Show me, show me, show me, show me, show me, show me.
I won't be with the skirt, but I can alakasam and make something disappear with just sitting down.
Especially sitting down, correct?
Now you see it. Now you
Now
don't.
you see it. Look, listen, you are a true magician. Maybe one day when I grow old and older and grow up, I would love to learn some tricks like that. Because I'm innocent and I don't know much about magic, but I would love to learn one day. Can you tell me what is your most embarrassing story in drag?
um, when the first time I did drag, um, I didn't really understand the concept of the whole people holding a dollar. So I was doing my number, and I seen the people like holding the dollar. So I didn't know what it was, and I'm like dancing, and then how I include people in my talent. So I go to my friend, I was like, "What are these people doing? Why are they holding dollars?" And then he was like, "Because you're supposed to get them." So it was my first time doing it, so I didn't understand the whole dollar concept, but now I do.
Okay, now you see a dollar, you take it without asking, don't you? Now let's play a quick real game, okay? We're gonna play kill, marry. Hello?
Now I can hear you.
I feel like okay, I feel like you froze.
Who are we killing? Who are we marrying?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna play a quick game of kill, fuck, or marry. Okay, so you're gonna tell me who would you kill, who would you fuck, or who would you marry. I'm gonna give you three names. I'm gonna start easy. There has been three empresses: me, Aquarius, and Bagenesis. Fuck, marry, or kill.
Ugh. Um, I will marry you because you have so many talents, and that will come in handy. I don't want to kill anybody. Can I just fuck them both?
Nope, you have to kill somebody. You can't have it all.
Mm. Uh, oh God. Um, that sounds so mean, though. I don't want to kill anybody.
It's not. Listen, think about it. Fuck just means who is passable and fuckable, and kill just means you pass.
Oh, if you see it like that, well, I don't know, because I could fuck both of them, but um, I would go fuck with the
But in this
Genesis.
particular situation, since we already know that you're marrying me, okay,
um, so before I marry you, I would,
and you will
um,
kill Aquarius. All right.
unfor-
So
unfortunately,
reporting live from National Beauty Empress.
I still love Aquarius.
Oh my goodness. Let's change the name so maybe it's a little easier for you. Let's do fuck, kill, or marry one more time. I'm gonna give you one more chance. We're gonna
Okay.
do Michelle. We're gonna do Amishka, or we're gonna do Diary, my emperor. Who would you fuck, marry, and kill? Michelle, Amishka, or Diary? Welcome, welcome, Aquarius. Thank you for joining us.
Oh God, so glad she's joining now. Um,
You know what? I'll make sure that I'm gonna send her the clip when you told her that you will kill her.
um, I would have to marry Michelle, fuck Diary, and unfortunately, I'm gonna pass on Amishka because she's my cousin and my drag mom. So none of that will be nice. I cannot marry her or I cannot fuck her.
Okay, so you see? Okay, good. That was a good answer. Well, thank you for being here with me, Miliana. Before we go, is there anything that you would like to tell the audience? And if you can tell them an invitation or tell them a little bit more about your prelim that's coming up and how they can contact you, can you give us more information on that?
So we are having our wait, is it Queen of the Midwest? I think that's the new name.
So, is now going to be Queen of the Midwest Bearded Empire.
That one. So we're gonna be holding it on February 23rd, I believe. It's a Monday. Um, if you guys are interested, I would definitely recommend being part of the National Bearded Empress system. To me, it was such a joyful experience. I met some incredible people, and it was just a beautiful sisterhood in the competition area. So make sure that if you're interested, you can contact myself. You can go to JCR, Diary, Michelle, the Genesis, anybody that you want to get in contact. We will make sure that you get the information. Like I said, I would definitely recommend it. It was a beautiful experience to have. And not only represent yourself, but who you want to be. We focus more on who you are, not what you can bring. So represent yourself, be who you are, show us who you want to be loud and proud, and come and join us at National Beauty Empress.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And just as a correction from Michelle, the correct new name is Queen of the Mid Atlantic Bearded Empire.
Yeah.
So, just so everyone knows, if you guys think that we don't know the name of the title, but we just went through a recent change when we changed the way we present our preliminaries so there is no misunderstandings between us, the national system, and other systems. So, part of the rebranding is the renaming of the preliminaries, and which is we're still trying to get used to the new names because we both competed to the old name and that one, which is I think that's what got me in question and answer because I couldn't pronounce it. And now that I'm able to pronounce it, we don't have it anymore. Imagine my luck. But thank you, Miliana. Thank you so much for being here with me today, for looking so beautiful and for looking so Puerto Riqueña with a beautiful outfit that you have on today. Thank you for opening the doors to your heart to me and for allowing us to get to know you and to see the beautiful side that I saw, but I want everyone else well to share with you and get to know you a little bit more. Thank you for being here and just tell the audience where they can find you.
You can find me at Miliana Deny on Facebook. On Instagram, it'll be underscore simply underscore Millie. Um, or I eat local bars. If you want me, just send me a text message. I'll be there.
You can also find her on Craigslist, on Backpage, on Adam for Adam, Christian Mingle, etc., etc., etc.
And
Well,
OnlyFans.
thank you, audience, for being here with me today. Oh, let's not forget that one because that's the one that makes the money, honey. That's the one with the cointetas. So, thank you for being here with me, Miliana. Thank you for being impressive, and thank you for being fierce and staying fierce. Thank you for everyone who took the time of their night to be part of this conversation. And remember, if you want to be part of the change, want to be part of the impressive change, be part of National Beauty Empress. Join us. We welcome and we are open for everyone who represents and identifies as bearded. Gender does not win the crown, so let remind that gender does not win the crown. What wins the crown is a clean, polished package put together on stage. We want to see who you are. We want to see the best version of you. We want to fall in love with you. So if you're ready to show us who you are, come and join our family. You can hit me up, JC or Shante, your National Beauty Empress 2024. You can also let ask for more information through the Diary, which is my National Beauty Emperor, Mid Atlantic Northeast area, and you want to compete for Queen of the Mid Atlantic Bearded Empire, please let us know. You can ask me, Genesis, or Miliana for some information about the preliminary, and we would love to help you be part of the family. Thank you for being part of this live with me, and until next Monday, you guys have a good night.